You ever think about how wild it is that we trust somebody that we've never met to guide a plane through the sky? Air traffic controllers, and they've been in the news a lot lately.
Oh yeah.
But they're not just making suggestions. They're watching radar screens, seeing what the pilots can't see, coordinating hundreds of flights all at once. They tell one plane to land, one plane to hold on, another to ascend, another to come down. Why we trust these folks?
It's a truth.
We trust them because they see the bigger picture. They see what the pilots can't, what the passengers can't, what the people on the ground can't, and they protect us from what's headed our way, even when we have no idea. Welcome to Truism.
Man, where have we been?
Where have we been, George?
It's been a long time.
Are you even my friend anymore?
I'm still your friend, buddy.
Okay,
You still won't give me hugs, but I'm still your friend.
No, there ain't no hugging going on.
Come on now.
Handshakes, high five, fist bumps.
How's your summer been, sir?
Man, it's been busy. It's been busy.
It's been very busy for the both of us.
Yeah, it's been a trip, man.
Yeah.
But life is good.
Life is good.
God is good.
God is good.
Who's over here with you?
We got my son here with us today. Say hello.
Hello, everyone.
This is Jorge Jr., everybody.
Yes, sir.
Jorge Jr.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Woo! You ready for this?
Yes, sir. I'm
First
very
time.
excited.
And he's very excited.
All right.
I'm excited. But before we continue, do you guys remember what we talked about the last time? Our merch. Our merch over at hobbspeak.com/JP. That's Hobbs Peak, HOBBSPEAK.com/JP. Remember, we have hats.
Yeah.
We have shirts.
I'm wearing a hat.
We have mugs.
We got stickers.
We got stickers.
George, we got stickers.
Stickers.
We have stickers.
Stick it up.
Yeah. Excited.
It's all there.
Let's get into it.
Yeah. Oh, there's cups.
Oh,
I need to order a mug. Not a mug, but a tumbler.
yeah.
I need to get us. Yeah. I need to do that.
I need to get
That's
one
going to
too.
go on my to-do list.
Get a tumbler.
Yep.
All right.
Man, well,
Yeah.
we should probably look at the episode and maybe get started.
Sure.
I'll tell you, man, it's been busy. We missed a couple episodes.
We did, but that's because we've had church camp. We've had,
Yeah.
we did sneak the one in there with
Yep. I know. We had Brother McKillop, and then we
Brother McKillop. Yep.
Yeah, we'll do
Over at
another one in a
Kingdom
month.
Speak, and it's just been busy.
Here
been
we
busy.
are.
But we're back to it, and we are excited. Your opening today has
Yep.
got me wondering, what are you talking about?
So, yeah, I don't guess I've ever... a while back, I took my girls out to the airport,
Yeah.
watching planes. You ever watch planes take off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been in a plane.
Well, I mean, just going and watching planes
Randomly
land
watching them.
and take off, just like park outside of the airport.
I've never done that. to be
Never
honest
done
with you.
that.
But I will say that I live close to Dallas Love Field Airport, and you could see them.
They're like coming in over your head.
Yeah, you can hear it every single time.
As a kid, a couple times we went out to the airport in New Hampshire and just watched planes land and take off. Like, it wasn't like it is now with security and stuff. But and even in high school, I'd go out to Will Rogers Airport out here, and they have a little spot where you can park by the fence and you can just watch planes take off and land. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So I took my girls out there one time, and I went through this whole deal. I called it the parable of the airport.
Parable of the airport.
Yeah.
Truism.
Yeah. It's a good, I might, with the whole kid book thing, it's on my list. It may be one that turns into a little kid's book.
By the way,
book.
that children's book, the first one you did,
Yeah.
absolutely amazing.
You like it?
I really love it. Yes.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's available on Amazon.
Available on Amazon. Here's your time to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, so parable of the airport, And just thinking about, we don't question that, right?
Yeah.
You don't question it.
Yeah.
There's an air traffic controller telling a plane where to go. They do it. They just roll because they know it's for their safety, right?
And we trust it.
Mm-hmm.
We trust it like no other. That's insane.
But think about this. In the church world, in our day, there's a whole lot of folks out there and, they want to point a finger. They want to make you question. Why do you listen to a preacher?
Right.
Why do you have a pastor?
Right.
Why do you do what that man tells you to do?
No.
Now, we know it ain't like
It ain't
like
like
all
that,
right?
No, it's like that. Not like that at all.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm. He's like our air traffic controller.
That's good.
So
I really like that.
Yeah.
That comparison, and somewhat analogy.
Oh man, could you imagine just some, I couldn't imagine a pilot questioning an air traffic controller.
Yeah.
I'm sure it happens occasionally.
Of course.
But could you imagine somebody sitting back there and coach getting up and going knocking on that door? Hey, what are you doing up here? What are you doing listening to that person?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can.
That dude's just trying to control you.
That's
Oof.
That's an oof moment.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That person just I don't even get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But it happens.
It does.
A lot. So, I don't know. I'm thankful that we don't got to figure out life on our own.
Yeah. I am too.
I think the last
I'm thankful for my pastor.
couple episodes we've been talking about 2 Peter 1:3, according as his divine power hath given unto us all things that pertain unto life and godliness. And one of those things, God didn't just leave us to figure this out, but he gave us all things that pertain unto life and godliness. In one of those things, we know he's given us his word, he's given us his spirit, and he's given us a pastor.
A pastor. Right. That's right.
A pastor.
Now let's talk about why a pastor isn't just helpful, but essential.
He is essential.
Essential. A pastor brings vision, correction, covering.
Yeah.
We hear it all the time during our, services. He's our watchman on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
He's our shepherd. He's a gift. The way I like to see my pastor is kind of like, he's a hard worker. You think about it, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff a pastor has to go through. I like to think of him as a gardener in different seasons, right? So you have spring, summer, fall, winter, new seasons. And it's his job to, let's say, in the spring, it's a new beginning for growth or for, plants that are coming up. But what else comes with it? Well, here comes the weeds, right?
Yeah.
Got to pull those weeds out. And then in summer, a lot of the crops, they like to die, or just grass in general just likes to die. Well, he's going to water us a little bit. Take that water hose and just spray it all over. Some areas need more water. I mean, I'm right over there.
He's going to get the fire hose out on you.
He's soaking me up over there. he's throwing that water on me. I'm just drowning in the water. But we're all growing. Right? We're all growing because of him.
Yep.
And then in the fall, he's getting ready for the winter. He's preparing for the winter time that, he's got to make sure that he pulls all his crops and make sure that they clean up the garden and they get it ready for the winter. So, and then in winter time, of course, you got to do your planning for your springtime.
There you go.
So, I mean, he's always working.
Yes, sir.
Always working. Such a hard worker. But that's the way I see my pastor. And I think that, more of us should, right?
There you go.
What do you think?
That's a good analogy. It's biblical.
Sure.
In, I think it's Isaiah 5.
Okay.
There's a little, I guess it's a parable type of deal. I don't know. I remember Bishop preached on it a long time ago, and he said, "What more could I do?" That was, I think, the title of the message was, "What more could he do?"
Yeah.
What more could he do? And it talks about, basically, yeah, it's like a parable of a vineyard,
Yeah, it was
And
a vineyard.
He put a fence around it.
It's Isaiah 5 and 4.
He gathered all the stones out of it, and then he put the choice vine, and then he put a watchtower in it.
Yep.
And he basically he's saying, I've done all this for Israel, is what he's, I guess, talking about.
Yep.
You know, what more could I do?
What more?
I gave you all this.
Could have
what
been done.
What more could I have done? It's because I guess the whole point of the parable was it planted the good seed, but it grew up with
it all.
Wild seeds. So
yeah.
It's biblical. Stuff. That's a good analogy there, George.
Good stuff.
There we go. Hey, before we get too far, you got a off-topic question
I do.
for us?
Before we get further into it, let's do our little deal. Let's ask the question.
All right.
You ready for this question?
Yeah.
Mr. Junior, are you ready for this question?
Yes, sir.
He should go first.
Yeah, I'm going to let you go first on this. All right. Our question of the day is, what's a time you were totally confident you were right and you were hilariously wrong? You were totally confident that you were right, but you were hilariously wrong. Like, have you ever followed GPS and ended up in a completely wrong place?
Dude, I'm old enough to remember time before GPS.
I remember MapQuest.
So I've been there. I remember pre-MapQuest. I remember AAA trip kits.
We're old.
Let's say I leave something in a spot where I left it at, and I'm completely confident that's where I had that specific item.
Oh yeah, you left it there.
Oh yeah.
And then someone asks, "Where is it?" You had it. Where is it? It's in the same spot where I had it. I'm confident, so I go to look in that spot,
and it's not.
It's not there.
Mama moved it.
It happens every time.
She put it away, George. Wrong. Mama put it away. That's what happened.
Hilariously wrong.
What about you, James?
Well, I'll tell you the map thing. Back before GPS,
before MapQuest,
when I was just learning to drive, there was MapQuest, but you had to like print it off before you went and stuff. But my mom lived in Tulsa, I lived in Moore, and so I just got my license and stuff. But I'd go drive up to Tulsa to visit her quite a bit, and it was before GPS, no cell phones, none of that stuff.
Yeah,
it was me. Got to going, and somehow I missed the exit to get onto Turner Turnpike.
Oh, no.
Oh.
On 35. So I'm just going on 35 north, and I'm like, man, this doesn't look familiar. I'm past the city, and, once you get past Oklahoma City, it's a little bit before you get to the exits, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know where I'm at. This doesn't look right.
Where you headed?
Keep going. I'm like, something's wrong.
Yeah.
So eventually I stopped at a gas station and I buy an old-fashioned map because I didn't have a map in my car.
Yeah.
Should have. New driver. I stopped. I bought a map of Oklahoma. Figured out where I was. And then I decided I'm not going backwards. This is what I decided. I ain't going backwards.
But
I'm finding a new way.
But even the map, though, was hard to read because they wouldn't tell you, like, you are here.
Yeah.
Some maps, depending on, if you're at like
yeah. Now, George, I'm Gen X, so I know how to read a map.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Look, we have some people in here that can't read a map.
I know. You don't need to read a map because usually it tells you exactly where it's
going now. Yeah.
We are so spoiled.
The ETA
but
and
you're
everything.
Right. You're right. I knew where I was only because of the street signs, the exit, and that had the town.
Yeah, because those things were massive, huh?
Yeah.
Little maps.
Yeah. It was a good-sized map.
Yeah.
But yeah,
talk about a hazard, you're driving.
Well,
and you got to pull out the big map.
We were distracted driving analog style.
I'm telling you, we were driving with the knees and the map in your hands. I can see that.
Oh,
How many
man.
times
Yeah.
have you done that?
I made it.
We're not going to talk
But I made up my mind. Pelletier don't go backwards. So
that's right.
I bought me a map and
don't
went
go
forward.
back.
So
I love it.
what about you?
I mentioned something earlier. You think that'd be cool?
Yeah, say what you got.
Okay, look.
I don't know. You ever been wrong?
This was.
I know it's hard for you to come up with something.
I thought this was totally right when I first thought to do this, but I was in 7th grade, and our teacher, we had.
That's pretty good when you go back to 7th grade to find a time that you was not right.
Oh, you went back to 1980s, man.
Oh, okay.
It was the 90s, dude.
I was just kidding. Anyways, so our 7th grade teacher had asked us to read in front of the class, and she had asked everybody else to besides me, and so she's asking them to read. And I thought, that wasn't right. The right thing to do was ask me to come up, and so I said something.
Yeah, if she asked every single other person.
Yeah. This is the right thing to do is ask me to come up and read. So, lo and behold, she's like, all right. I told her I was the best reader in the class. So I went up there. I had 2 hands on my book, and I'm just starting to read, and I'm getting into it, and I'm about almost done, and then my pants completely fell down to my ankles. And I was hilariously wrong.
Oh.
In that instant.
That's like a bad dream.
That is
a nightmare.
Yeah.
A nightmare turned to reality.
Grade.
7th grade.
Oh, man.
I can't even remember the year.
He's 12 years old, 13 years old.
I don't think I would show my face in that school ever again if that happened to me.
That was the end of his school career.
No, I mean, my family, all of my family had went through that middle school, so like everybody kind of knew who we were. So, I mean, it was just like a deal that it happened once. But like, I think about it and I'm like, man, that is so funny. Like, if it happened to any kid now, they would be like,
it's trauma.
Oh, my word. It didn't traumatize me, though. It was funny.
Traumatized the rest of the class.
I never asked to go up.
Oh, no.
I never asked to go up again.
I bet.
Never asked.
No.
But it was funny.
I wouldn't be raising my hand for anything no more.
It was, though, extra tight.
So I thought I was right. Ended up being hilariously wrong.
Hilariously wrong. You poor guy. Well, somehow we get off track, man. We need to get that map out and get back to where we were.
We won't go back either.
We call an air traffic controller in here to guide us.
It was great.
Oh, okay. We're talking about pastor.
Our pastor.
A pastor. God gives us pastors. So, hey, that's Ephesians 4 actually says that, doesn't it? That's not, I don't think we have that down. Oh, well, we'll get to it maybe.
Yeah.
But, George, what does Ezekiel 3:17 say?
Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word of my mouth and give them warning for me.
Give them warning from me. We don't really have watchmen on, like, we don't have cities with walls and a watchman up there like they used to,
Yeah.
That's what and that's what this is, the classic, I guess, example of, God called a pastor is a watchman, someone that's assigned by God to watch for danger and sound the alarm. That's the way back in the day that they knew an enemy was coming for war, right?
Yeah.
And that ties back to that air traffic controller. It's kind of a modern example of a watchman up in a tower, and he's watching the sky and he's watching his little radar and all that other stuff. But, yeah.
So in Hebrews 13:17, it says this. It says, obey them that have the rule over you and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls as they that must give account.
They watch.
A pastor, our pastor, is accountable unto God for your soul.
Yep.
That's not a job you give yourself. That is a calling from God.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
That's a calling.
And, not too many people would want that kind of responsibility, right?
No.
And again, some people like to throw it out there about control and all that. It's not.
No, it's not.
About control.
No.
It's protection.
And the sooner we realize that too.
Yeah.
I mean, the better it is for you, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And so many, it's one of the, I guess it's just a misunderstanding, or sometimes it's willful, right? Ignorant about it. But a watchman's not trying to run your life. He's trying to save it. His job back in this setting was to to watch for danger coming down the road, that enemy that's coming, that army that's approaching, that
Right.
ambush that's being set that you can't see if you're working in the field outside of the city.
Yeah.
If you're
And he can
working
see it.
in it, he can see it because he's
Yeah.
elevated. He can see all the surrounding area, and he can see what's happening.
Our pastor does bring vision, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He does. George, what does Proverb 29:18 say?
Where there is no vision, the people perish. A pastor does not preach sermons; he casts vision.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
See, he sees what God is building and causes the church to move toward it, kind of like what you were just saying about the watchman on the wall there.
Yep. Yeah, and you can, like, throughout, you can see it's a really good analogy or example. That's why it's in there, right?
Of course.
Like Habakkuk 2:2 is one of my, like, favorite verses too. What's that say, George?
And the Lord answered me and said, "Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it."
He may run that readeth it. Vision isn't vague; it's clear. And our pastor, he's so good at making things
Clear.
clear.
Yeah. The best, I think, and that's not just bragging, but I can't listen to anybody else and get what I get from my pastor.
Right.
The teaching and the way that he breaks things down.
Well, he's our shepherd.
Yeah.
So my sheep will hear my voice. The shepherd. You'll
The
hear
shepherd,
the
yeah.
sheep know the voice of the shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And so, yeah, the others won't sound right.
It doesn't sound
They
the
might
same.
be good for their sheep, but not
This is true too. Yeah.
not yours.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
probably coming up, but I mean, I imagine we're going to talk about pastor as a shepherd, but
Yeah.
but that is exactly what that made me think of. But he's really good at breaking down, making it clear.
Yeah.
And like these things we're doing in the planning center app, what is it? Between Sundays?
Yeah. The sermon between
Sunday,
Mhm.
doctrinal donuts, those
Yeah.
little
donuts.
little nuggets through the week, little
Yeah.
things.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of goes back to that feeding on good stuff. But
Yeah.
anyhow, yeah.
So it's
The
meant,
vision, it's meant to be clear, yeah.
Yeah.
And when God gives vision to a pastor, our our responsibility is to follow it.
we're supposed to follow
It's
it.
meant to be followed.
And that doesn't mean we always understand it right away, right? Like we just talked about that.
Yeah.
It might stretch us out. It might challenge us.
Yep.
I mean, I can attest to different things like that, that I felt before, or take us out of our comfort zone, which, sometimes it will.
I've gotten,
But vision,
kind of live outside of my comfort zone.
we have to now, right?
Yeah,
right, yeah.
Yep.
But vision, it doesn't just, it gives you direction. It gives
Yeah.
you direction,
Absolutely.
and it's clear.
Yep.
It's not
And
vague.
without that direction, you just drift, right? Without a God-called pastor, you're just going to chase your own idea, your own vision, your own dream, your own whatever you come up with.
Yeah.
And that doesn't usually work out too right. You can get mixed up real quick.
Right.
But if you've got that voice that you can trust, that watchman, that vision,
Yeah. Absolutely.
with the right leadership, you can move together with purpose.
Right.
So
I like that, with purpose.
Yep.
Well, we did say we were going to talk about this, but let's talk about the one most comforting pictures in Scripture. The
The shepherd.
shepherd.
Go back to the shepherd.
Go back to the shepherd. What does
Mhm.
Jeremiah 3:15 say, Junior?
And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Knowledge and understanding.
There you go. And there's a verse that says, I will give you pastors.
I will give you pastors.
Give you pastors.
I love mine.
Yeah.
Anyways, but they're not self-appointed.
Nope.
Not self-appointed. They're God-given.
That's right.
Let's read 1 Peter 5:2 and go into 3.
Feed the flock of God which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind, neither as being lords over God's heritage, but being examples to the flock.
There you go.
That's good. And a real pastor doesn't dominate people.
Yeah, that's
He
that
did.
control.
Yeah, that control, or,
Yeah. It's not about control.
Or like the string puppet thing, you know?
Yeah,
no.
It's being an example.
He leads by example. That's period.
Yep. Right.
Period.
Yep. That goes back to that Hebrews 13:17, I think, from the beginning there, that they watch for your souls as they must give an account. It's huge. It's huge. He's watching not for control, but for care.
But that's what a shepherd does.
Yep.
He looks out for his danger. He notices when one sheep is limping. I mean, like I said earlier about the water thing, some of us will limp a little bit harder than others, you know. And he sees what's ahead, and he's there to protect you and he protects what's behind.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And man, I just love it. I love it.
Yep. Pastors, and it's not it's not like you've got these famous pastors nowadays.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about
it. And so being a pastor isn't about being a celebrity or a dictator.
No.
These are the extremes that they get. Oh, they're just all over. It's all over. Yeah. I think social media kind of opens that up for everybody.
Yeah.
But where you can fall into the celebrity camp or you can fall into the dictator camp.
Yeah.
But that's not what it is. That's not a real view of what a pastor is. A pastor is God-given.
Right. 100%. He's
our covering, shield, a shepherd, the watchman. And when you're under that kind of leadership, I don't know why. I just keep going back to that whole control thing.
Yeah.
It's not not about losing freedom or being put in whatever, their box or their whatever. It's gaining safety. Like it's a safe thing. I wouldn't want to operate without a pastor.
Yeah.
And again, if you get in a plane and you fly somewhere, you're going to be under somebody's control. If you go to a job, you're under somebody's control
all the time.
If you want to say it that way, right?
You have to do what you're paid to do.
Yeah.
So you're kind of being controlled.
Yeah, you're being controlled by the manager
or the assistant manager.
Like, come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like that.
You know what? Even I own my company.
Oh,
even as an owner of a company, I got things you got to answer to.
That's very true.
And back in my Walmart days, I always said, the higher up you go, the more bosses you get.
Yeah.
That's good.
That is really
good. The more bosses you get, because you're not only responsible to whoever's right above you, but you got people under you that you're responsible for.
That's right. And they all got titles.
Yeah.
Yeah. They all got jobs to do.
Yeah. But it's about the safety, and I don't want to get out from underneath the safety of my watchman, my shepherd, my pastor.
And that's what he's there for, that, right?
Yep.
He's there to bring correction. He's there to bring correction.
Yep.
And correction, sometimes it isn't fun.
I can't ever think of a time when it is fun.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
It is not fun, but it is vital.
Yes, sir.
Right? I mean, before we get into this next scripture, I mean, just think about it. Like, how many times where you thought, like you were right, but
and then you're wrong.
You're wrong.
You better check that map.
Check it.
Get realigned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a perfect example. I mean, I love it. We need it.
Yeah.
We need it. What does Proverbs 27:6 say?
Faithful are the wounds of a friend.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
And a real pastor is going to love you enough to tell you the truth.
Even when it stings.
Even when it stings, yeah. Even faithful are the wounds of a friend.
Sir.
2 Timothy 4:2 tells pastors to preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. And that means, sometimes it's going to exhort, it's going to build you up.
Mm-hmm.
Other times it's going to call you out. Rebuke. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's not fun all the time.
No, it's not fun all the time, but it's vital. Very vital. And Hebrews 12:11 says,
now no chastening
Chastening.
Chastening. Okay, thank you. For the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the preachable fruit of righteousness.
Mm-hmm.
Yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness.
Yep.
Godly correction. It leads to what?
Growth. Yep.
Not shame.
That's right.
Growth.
Yeah, if you're being corrected, I was corrected today.
That's correct.
I won't call myself out.
By your boss?
No, by my pastor. And it doesn't mean that he's mad at you.
No.
It really means that he cares.
Yeah.
He doesn't want you to drift. He don't, and I don't want to get off this way or off that way.
Right.
Keep me on track.
Yep.
Keep me on track.
That straight and narrow path.
You know what? I think that's another, there's a statistic, and I want to say it's like 97% of the time that a plane is in the air, going back to the air traffic control thing.
Hit it.
97% of the time, he's off track and making an adjustment to get back on track.
Right.
We need that person to tell us, hey, you're drifting off track. Get back on track. Get back on track.
That's a good little stat there.
It was from a long time ago, so it might need to be updated, but I would imagine it's still probably pretty close to true because there's always adjustments being made.
Yeah.
Through the air, through turbulence and all that. Oh, the parable of the airport, man. Anyhow, it means he corrects you. He doesn't want you to drift off course. So we don't need somebody to just preach what we want to hear. I need somebody to tell me, hey, look at this blind spot you got, Get back on track.
Yeah, and the world says only God can judge me.
Only God can judge me.
Only God can judge.
Whatever.
But
I'll tell you right now.
Only God.
You like how we did that? Oh, man.
So good.
Could you imagine me, just somebody saying that to me? I would only just give it back to him. Well, I'll tell you what, I'd rather have somebody else's judgment than God's judgment.
Oh, man. And that's what our pastor's for, right? Yeah. I mean, God often uses our pastor to just warn us before judgment even comes. And every time I hear preaching and I hear pastor saying these things, I'm like,
his judgment is so serious. Yeah, I'd much rather have pastor tell me or any of the ministry preaching to me truth and righteousness and goodness, and because I don't want to get there and have God judge me.
Yeah.
That's one of the dumbest things anybody could say. I'm just telling you right now. You just hit a nerve, George. You hit a nerve with me. Only God can judge me. Well, that's the dumbest thing I've ever asked for. I mean,
with the only I love it.
Funny, man.
Think of it I want the most powerful being in the world to judge me. No. It can make me a crispy critter real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, crispy what?
Crispy critter. We're off track again.
It's okay.
I hear an air traffic controller buzzing in my ear right now. Man.
Oh, it's
and
so good.
So correction from a pastor, it doesn't feel good. It's not fun, but it's not rejection. It's redirection.
That's good. Not rejection. I like that.
Redirection.
Rejection. Not rejection. It's redirect.
Yep. Not rejection. Redirection. And if we ignore it, you're not rejecting a man, because that's what those in that camp want to. Well, he's just a man like you are.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he is.
Yeah,
but he's God's chosen man,
right?
And so when you reject that, you're really rejecting God's mercy, because that's what His correction always is.
Right,
is His mercy, because you don't want that God's judgment when you get there, when you get to the end.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want God's judgment in my life to bring anything into my life that doesn't bless me.
Yeah.
I don't want judgment. I want that mercy. I want to hear that voice and correct my way.
That's a truism in itself, sir.
Man. And that really comes down, I think this is probably our final point. We'll probably wrap this up pretty quick.
Yeah.
But that word, between control, that's a word that people like to throw around nowadays. It's a negative word,
right?
But there's control everywhere in your life, and right along with that, is one that nobody, I don't know. We're like, I don't know what it is about our culture, but the word submission, it's like a cuss word.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But again, you're going to be submitted. You are submitted on your job. You're submitted in school.
On the highways, on the roads.
Yeah.
You're submitted to
if
them.
you drive anywhere, you're submitted.
Yep. Or you're going to get in trouble if you don't drive. You don't drive.
Or you're going to hurt somebody. Or you're going to end up hurt.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so submission isn't about agreeing with everything, but it's about aligning yourself with God-ordained leadership. Like he's not gonna lead you wrong, number one. Number two, if he does, and there are some weirdos out there, but it's so like you don't let the exceptions change the rules, right? You know, you don't let the ones that are the bad seeds ruin it for the rest of it, you know?
It's so true.
I mean, so it's all about aligning yourself with that God-ordained leadership. And it really goes back to that Hebrews 13:17 that we've mentioned a few times already. Obey them that have the rule over you and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls as they that must give account.
Yeah, I like that. That has some weight to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, your pastor's job, our pastor's job isn't just to inspire you. He's going to give an account to God for how he led you.
That's right.
And for how you followed.
That's right.
That's not about control. What you talked about earlier, it's about safety.
Safety.
That's spiritual safety.
Yeah.
Man.
And when you submit, you're not losing your voice or being put in that box or whatever, but you're choosing to trust the voice that God placed in your life.
Amen.
Yeah. Submission, it's not slavery. It's strength under that covering, because there's that layer there between you and God. Yeah. And now, look, and I say that, and somebody can say, well, there's nothing between me and God. And that's true. Like, you can go, Jesus tore the veil in the temple. Like, you have access. We have access.
We have access.
We're going to talk about prayer in one of these things, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
But,
ready.
Yeah. But he is a layer of protection and covering and safety.
Our strength and our shield, man.
Yeah. And having a pastor is knowing that even when I don't see the whole picture, I can trust the one who called, who is called.
Yeah, who's called
to lead me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a difference between leadership and control.
Right.
And yes, there are abusive leaders out there.
Yeah. The exceptions.
They are the exceptions that are out there that act that way, and they shouldn't, but the presence of a counterfeit doesn't mean the real thing isn't valuable.
That's right.
You know what I mean? The enemy fights spiritual authority so hard because he knows what happens when we honor it.
Yeah.
When we honor it, when we submit ourselves.
And what you just said there, the presence of a counterfeit doesn't mean the real thing isn't valuable. In fact, the presence of a counterfeit means the real thing is valuable. You don't have a bunch of counterfeit pennies running around Oklahoma City right now.
Yeah,
you're not going to have a counterfeit penny ever come to your cash register or but you better check them $100 bills.
You better check them 20s, them hundreds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's value to it.
There's, yeah.
If it's not valuable, there's not going to be a fake.
Right.
Amen to that.
You're not going to find a fake. Well, you will find fake rocks, I guess. I was going to say rocks because I was thinking of diamonds.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not going to find fake charcoal. Right?
Because it has no value.
There ain't no value.
Unless you're grilling something.
But you better look out for the counterfeit jewelry that's out there, because people hold that in value.
In value.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
So, yeah, to your point, not only does a counterfeit not make the real thing valuable, only valuable things get counterfeits. So honoring your pastor isn't just about listening to preaching. Right. It's about letting God lead you through him.
Letting God lead you through him.
And you'll never be everything that God called you to be without submission.
Never.
Mm-mm. I mean, and the man Jesus, he submitted in the Garden of Gethsemane.
He sure did.
Not my will, but thine.
But thine will.
He did that as a man so that he could go and be
Right.
all that God called us to be. So,
Amen.
well, yeah, we should probably wrap this up. We covered a lot.
We did cover a lot today, but our pastor is vital. It's necessary.
That's right.
Essential.
All of the above.
All of
He
the
is
above.
a gift from God to bring vision, protection, correction. Watchman on the wall. Shepherd over the flock. He's the voice that God uses as your air traffic controller in your life.
I like that. And you know, also, don't wait until your life's in chaos to value your pastor. I remember when I walked up to him and I told him, I said, "You are my pastor." You know.
Oh yeah.
And that's kind of like stamping that approval for him. You know, correct me.
Right.
You know, if I'm wrong, you tell me.
I remember when Heidi's church became my church.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. But you know, and I think he appreciated that, right? But you know, don't wait till your life's in chaos to value your pastor.
Right.
You know, trust him, honor him, submit to the man of God that was placed over you. You know, it's not about blind obedience.
No.
It's about alignment, right? Getting on that straight and narrow path, right? About that alignment with the mission and the message God's given them.
That's right. If you don't have a pastor, you need one.
Need one.
Right.
Need to get one.
Get one.
And if you do, better thank God for him every day. Pray for him.
Pray for him.
Follow him as he follows Christ. We weren't meant to walk this walk alone.